Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. welcome. It's a nice day. It's a Friday. Akushisi kakhulu ePietermaritzburg. Kuqhubele kamnandi, but it's not cold. It's a perfect day. It's a perfect afternoon actually. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtana Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasifunda incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu. Guys, our book le kuthi angenze the final chapter today. The way RHOD ngakhona, I'm like, no, I can't wait until Monday, but I'm thinking about it. Siyasifunda incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sikhuluma ngazo le incwadi sesifundile senzela laba phela abangenaso isikhathi ukuyifunda incwadi nalaba abanqenayo ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senze ama-reviews ama-recaps bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma nga-any other issues avukayo uma ngabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Listen guys, I was very curious after ngibuka Real Housewives of Durban season 2 episode 10 this morning, and I was curious to know ukuthi kahle kahle abantu what do they think about leya nto leya eyenziwe uJojo ukuthi avela ahambe nezigora. Ahambe nezigora engakanani just because yena ugqoke iwashi eli expensive, because I did think ukuthi it's a little bit racist. I don't know if there's anything called a little bit, but I didn't want to make it sound more serious than it was, but in Felicia uncomfortable ukuthi and she did that, and it felt like wenza kanjalo ngoba endaweni ehlala abantu abamnyama. And before I knew it, there's an article that has been written with the South African publication. It's written by Alicia Naidu. It's actually the article. It's Jojo labeled racist for arriving in a rural area with armed security. Apparently, they were really armed, you guys. And so I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one who really thought that could possibly be an indication maybe she is racist. But this article is mostly taken from Mama Views Abantu on Twitter, and it says Twitter users are slamming the Real Housewives of Durban star Jojo Robinson for racism after she beefed up her security to visit a rural area. Here's the thing, ne? Jojo, it wouldn't be a problem so much if Jojo always travels with security. You know, she went to Nambiti, we didn't hear anything about the security. She has attended Sorisha's event, she has attended Annie's event. She's attended a lot of events without security, but Utema say when she went to the rural areas, which is where Blakey stay, she decided ukuthi yena amazulu akithi lawa azomphuca iwashi lakhe leli. So yeah, I think that's an issue here, is that she's attended so many events in this season, and she never felt the need to beef up her security. Only when she went to Leanda Yasamaka, then she felt she needed to beef up her security. I don't know how she's going to explain that, if she's going to do it at all. And the article says Twitter users are slamming Jojo Robinson for beefing up her security when she arrived in the rural area on the latest episode of the show. This morning on the 1st, Lachonco held the cultural event on the latest episode. London arrived first, and then it was Annie, Sorisha, and Jojo. I guess they're just summarizing what happened on the show. However, it is Jojo's entrance that had tongues wagging. The reality star attended the event with security that were armed. I mean, really, Jojo, who would have done anything? Miss Jojo insists that she wants to travel with 4 security guards and 2 cars and guns and armed vehicles. Oh, Lord Jesus, it's drama. It's drama, Jojo. So she asked if Sorisha and I wanted to join her. Says Annie, I have security, but Jojo has security. That's what Sorisha said. It was a bit unnecessary, but do it for the drama, honey. That is what Annie said. Jojo went on to say she beefed up her security because she was wearing a diamond gold ring. Then the article goes on to quote Amalokuzana, what people are saying on Twitter. There is Mpumi ZN who says Jojo coming with so much security to the rural areas feels racist to me. It felt racist to me too, Mpum. It really did. And then there's Mabule M, who says Jojo showing up with bodyguards in the village because she's wearing an expensive watch really shows how racist she is and how she looks down on black people. No one was gonna steal that Rolex watch of hers. I mean, really, I agree. Nobody was gonna steal that watch. In fact, nobody noticed that she was wearing that watch. Nobody cared because she was wearing that watch. Savelelwa i-Rolex ka Jojo nkosi yami. And then Rosie uthi, I'm not gonna act like I feel I feel fine that Jojo decided to bring security. That was disrespectful to the black community. What was she insinuating? That because it is at the village, then black people will steal her Rolex? Really? Yeah. That's what it meant, vele. It means go to yasab ukuthi bazoyithatha iwashi lakhe. And then there's Tando ASF, something about Jojo having security for this specific event feels so racist. That's the thing about it, because it was for this specific event. She has attended many other events which she did not get this much security for. In fact, we haven't seen her travel with security, but she did it for this particular event. And yeah, the fact that other cast members even mentioned it means it was a little bit over the top. And then there's Mother Zaba Zulu, who says, so Jojo never brings security to any Ensorisha's house, but brings them to Emakaya. I mean, personally, I'm tired of Karen. Honestly, people are starting to call Ulokuzano, Jojo, Karen, especially after that incident with Umabusu, where she felt like she had the right to question where Umabusu was getting those expensive bags when she didn't have a rich man, because for Jojo you must have a rich man for you to afford things. And Noktula Mwale says there's something racist about Jojo deciding to bring extra security to Lachonco's event. Does she bring her security everywhere else, or it's just in the black community? I'm concerned. We are all concerned with you, Noktula Mwale. It was a concerning thing for Jojo to decide to do. But I just wanted to share this article because, guys, if you were feeling better about it, because I was feeling like, maybe me, myself, I was like canceling myself. Not everything that white people do is racist, you know? So chill down. But I did have an uncomfortable feeling about it because it just the mere fact that she's been in other events and she didn't have security, and she felt for this specific event she needed security. She even mentions because she was wearing an expensive watch. Really, she needs to explain herself. If not now, then she needs to explain at the reunion what was that about, because we need answers. But I think one thing about Jojo is that she gives us something to talk about. I know someone else was saying to me in the comments, why am I saying that Khumalo doesn't deserve a second season, but Jojo deserves a second season? And I was like, that's because Jojo participates. You're going to hear what Jojo has to say, even though you might not like it. You might think it's racist. You might think she's not a good friend. She's going to say the F word, but she's going to say something, but she does contribute at least. So that's why I felt like, even though I don't feel like she has a storyline as such, but she contributes. Compared to Khumalo, she contributes. So if anyone was wondering why I differentiated between the two, and I said Jojo maybe she deserves a second season, but Khumalo doesn't, it was because of that, because I felt like she might not say what we like, but she is at least saying something, because after she says it, we have something to talk about. Like now, she took security to the event, and now we have something to talk about. That's what we talk about when we say we need content from these women. Thank you so much for watching my video. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.